Hi, and welcome again to the Living Proof series. I'm Ginger Grancagnolo, and the idea here again is to take some topics, ideas, issues that kind of swirl around my mind as well as it might be swirling around yours, and to have a new perspective about it that can help and ground you and remain in our true spirit self the way that God intended for us to be. So in this series, our title today is, Where do we go from here? If we look back over the last 6 months or so, certainly it's been a whirlwind. We've dealt with storms and loss and weather. In the middle of this, then holidays, and then the change of the year, and then here comes snow and blizzards, and then we're hearing all this news about so much devastation. And by the way, Happy Chinese New Year, it's the year of the snake, like we all really know what that means, especially if we're going by what we think a snake is. That could freak us out even more. So where are we? Where do we go from here? Again, if we look back over these months, they've been difficult. They've been up and down. They've stretched us. Lots and lots of challenges. But if you noticed, during these challenges, perhaps when you least have expected it, you got extra help, someone showed up, a phone call, support in some capacity, maybe even an inclination to sit and count your blessings and be more appreciative for those that are around you. That's what it does. You see, we think all these things are random. They're not. We forget that the Creator of all is like a sticky glue of love, keeping everything in divine order. The Creator is and always will be only love, can't be anything else but love. Whatever comes from Creator, therefore, is love. And so in this experience of all the ups and downs, two things. There still is a love plan in here. The ups and downs, it's because we misinterpret. We're not sure. In our humanness, we really can't figure out what's going on. It's very difficult for us to figure out what's going on. Most of the time, we're probably just trying to hold on. So again, we need to start with a good foundation. Everything that happens has goodness in it. What we do have charge over, even though we may not have control over what comes to us, is the fact that how we respond to it is up to us. We can choose to find the good, see the good, stick to the good, hold on to the good, and let the debris go away. In some ways, I think that has been the lesson of the last 6 months. It's built a spiritual muscle in us called resilience. If you look back, we made it. Maybe you're a little stronger. Maybe you have realized that certain things are more important, like people, like saying thank you, like your prayer time. And maybe what you've understood is you don't need as much stuff. Stuff will come and go, that's for sure. But what does matter is your ability to trust in those who love you and for you to be trusted by those who love you. These months build spiritual muscles, and there's a call attached to it that asks us one thing. Do you know, no matter what's going on outside of you, that there is a still point inside of you, a temple place, a holy place, a high altar of God right in the center of your being, in the center of your soul, that cannot and will not ever, ever disappear, be shaken, be fractured, be taken, be stolen, no matter what. And that still point within is truly the breath and the face of God. Maybe we were moved to our knees in some of the incidences over the last 6 months. And maybe it was out of total necessity that we cried out to God. Oh Lord, help me. It doesn't matter how you got there. It doesn't matter what caused it. What matters is that somewhere through this you remembered Go within. Go within. Go within. And if you did, there was a still peace that keeps building and building and building. I really think that that's the major lesson of these last several months, is to focus on that which matters, that which can never, ever be taken, and that is the strength and the peace and the presence of God that's inside. It is permanent. It is as permanent as the air that we're breathing, because it's His breath. Perhaps this could be a reminder. Do you have a holy place within you? Do you set aside some time, any time during the day, maybe before you go to sleep, where you shut everything out and you just allow yourself those moments to breathe and be in the presence of God, and to give over all the worries? Take it. Take my fear. Take my upset. Take my anger. Take my grieving. Take my loss. Take my personal insecurities, Lord, and transmute it into your light and return me to the full identity as you intended for me to be. If you could say that simple prayer in your own words, it washes away so much that you don't need. Like the angst, like the misinterpretation of just how valuable you really are. So, Happy Chinese New Year. And by the way, the year of the snake, it slithers on the ground, and even though it has a bad reputation, the Chinese understand that that snake is about abundance, and it's about security and groundedness. And, if you notice, the snake also has a way of transforming. The whole skin peels off. Maybe there's a layer of yourself that you'll finally let go of this year. Maybe you'll say, I'm going to be the best that I can be this year. I'm going to shed the skin that I don't need of worry and confusion and thinking less of myself. Maybe that's what it'll mean. Whatever it is, go within. Don't let this day go by without finding time to sit quietly in the presence of God, in His essence, and just give it over. Give over the confusion and doubt and fear. And what will remain is permanent. His love for you. His love for you. It never dies. It never changes. Go within. Or sometimes it feels like we go without. I hope this has been helpful, and I look forward to sharing more ideas with you. Thank you, and God bless you.